Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Good morning. My name is Hawa. And I would love to share with us something I read, and it has a lot of lessons in it. And I believe that it will help us in achieving contentment in our lives, which is very important because in this chaotic world that we are in, if we are able to master the art of contentment, we would be able to it's a whole uh, level of success. In fact, it's a definition of success as far as I'm concerned. If you're able to master contentment, nothing would really shake you easily, nor distract you, nor put you into anxiety for no reason, which usually sends people into depression. So yeah, I'm going to read the piece to us, and then so we can learn from it. So it says so it's about sustenance. See, among the signs of faith is that one does not look to please others and incur Allah's anger in that process. Among the signs of faith is that one does not look to please others and incur Allah's anger in that process. One avoids praising others for the sustenance that they have received from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and also refrains from blaming others for sustenance that he has not received from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah's distribution of provision is not increased for a recipient by the amount of greed or ambition that he shows, nor is it blocked by his hate or envy. Allah, in his infinite justice, grants provision and contentment for those with strength of faith and satisfaction with what is divinely ordained. Likewise, misery and discontentment are for those that live with doubt and anger. Let us be satisfied with his will. Now, this is I find it so rich that when I first read it, I was like, wow. Because the thing about Islam is this: it doesn't it doesn't tell you what pleases you. It doesn't deceive you. It tells you the fact. In this short write-up, we have learned that among the signs of faith is that one does not look to please others and incur Allah's anger in that process. You cannot pick others because people they look me or because of this human being. I will now do something that will displease Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Don't do that. If something is right, please do it. No matter how it makes you look in the eyes of human being, they'll now say, this one is sabi or this one, you are not cool in their eyes. If it is going to incur the wrath of Allah, it is better you leave it. It also said, one avoids praising others for the sustenance that they have received from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and avoids praising others for the sustenance that they have received from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. If Allah has given you, immediately learn to say Alhamdulillah, right? Turn to Allah and say thank you. You don't go about saying, if not because of this man, if not because of what are you saying? It's not because of anybody, it's because Allah made it possible for you. So learn to identify the fact that it's Allah you should thank first. Your gratitude for everything, for the sustenance that you have, it's not because of that connection that you had, that man that gave you that connection and you got the job. No, it's not because of him. So every time it's him that you keep telling people that, if not because of that man will give me that work, where for day for this life today. Such expressions that can be very, very dangerous. Because it's like you are removing God from the picture and making this person the person that made it possible for you, which is wrong. And it also said, and also refrains from blaming others for sustenance that he has not received from Allah. You see, you now say, if not because my dad did not pay this money for this thing, I would have gotten this job. Or if not because of my village people, I know where I would be today. If not because what Allah has not given you, don't go about blaming. You said that there are two things. You say don't give credit to somebody, to another person for what Allah has given you, and don't go about blaming others for what Allah has not given you. You see how very beautiful and rational Islam is. It if you apply this in your life, you will have total peace of mind. Your mind, you will not be anxious. You are contented. Then another thing that they say is, Allah's distribution of provision is not increased for a recipient by the amount of greed or ambition that he shows. No, it's not by well, the greed and ambition is not by giddy giddy giddy. You are just driving up and down in the world. That is not what makes Allah give you what He wants to give you. That is not it. So the earlier you realize this and calm down and remember Allah in all you do, the better for you. Nor is it blocked by His hate or envy. Do you get? You don't go out just because you hate something or you are envying this thing or whatever. It will not affect Allah's decision in your life to do this because you are doing this or you are doing that. No. Allah, in His infinite justice, grants provision and contentment for those with strength of faith and satisfaction with what is divinely ordained. So, if you are able to master contentment and you are able to do what they call uh, trusting Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you place your trust on Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. If your faith is strong enough to put you on that level, then the help of Allah will always be with you. Allah in His infinite justice grants provision and contentment for those with strength of faith and satisfaction with what is divinely ordained, whether good or bad. If it comes to you, you show you know your iman is holding you firm and you are contented. Say, Alhamdulillah, whether I have money today, Alhamdulillah, whether I don't have money, Alhamdulillah. So you see that the favor of Allah will keep following you because of that faith that you are showing. So likewise, misery and discontentment are for those that live with doubt and anger. And it's true. So you are doubting, uh, and you are always angry. You are not satisfied with your lot in life. You are always angry. You are blaming people. You are discontented. You are just miserable. So this because you don't trust in Allah and because you don't accept that good or bad it's still from Allah. You will just be wretched. You will be restless. You will be blaming people. You will be seeing evil where evil no even there. You'll be seeing village people inside people that are not even your village people. Right? You will not be able to have peace of mind. So they now ended it by saying, let us be satisfied with His will, and that is it. If you can master this, then you have mastered peace on the surface of this earth. Dunya is not easy. Dunya is filled with trials and tests. But if you can be calm and follow the will of Allah, inshallah, Allah will grant us success on the surface of this earth, and inshallah, Allah will grant us success in the other world. Thank you very much for listening, and I hope we have learned a thing or two from this, and I hopefully you me you and I myself, I will also imbibe this. I'll always also try to remember this and imbibe it in my daily life. I'll try not to be anxious about what Allah has not done for me or what has come to me or what has not come to me. I will try not to be anxious. I'll just try to be patient in all we do. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for listening. Bye.